Welcome to the podcast about venture capital, where investors and founders alike can learn how VCs make decisions and reach conviction. Your host is Nick Moran, and this is The Full Ratchet.
Welcome back to TFR for a special installment of Investor Stories. In this segment, the investors tell a story about some of the most odd and unusual situations they've ever encountered as investors. This is the segment called The Strange and Unusual. On today's special segment, we have Emily Paxhia of Poseidon. Emily, what's the strangest, most unusual, or most memorable startup pitch you've received?
Well, there's most memorable from a positive standpoint, which I think would be FlowHub, the point of sale retail management company that I've been talking about a little bit. It was really the founder's enthusiasm for, when people get excited about creating technology for compliance in the cannabis industry, I'm like, good on you, man. Like that's a really good space to be in. And it's amazing to see somebody who can speak so passionately about it. And one of the things that stood out to me in that pitch was that he had spent time working in a grow and in a retail shop to understand the pain points of the legacy technology platforms. And he was ready to change the world. I mean, ready to go. And so that always resonated. That always stays in my mind as a very memorable pitch. Other memorable pitches have been when we've gotten on the phones and people have basically pitched a money laundering operation to us as like a payment solution. And Morgan and I just remember sitting across the table with him with the speakerphone on, and we were like, should we hang up? Because those are some memorable pitches. Because we were like, do they know that they just literally explained money laundering to us as their business plan? We're going to reroute it here and put it under here. And it's like, oh my God.
And then we integrate crypto so that we don't have to pay taxes on it.
Oh my God. I mean, the buzzwords. Yeah, for sure.
Amazing.
Yeah.
On today's special segment, we have Nihal Mehta of ENIAC. Nihal, what's the strangest, most unusual, or most memorable startup pitch you've received?
Wow, there's been so many. Recently, as of 3 years ago, we started a running club called Pitch and Run on the Hudson River, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 a.m. Meet at Chelsea Piers. We do this religiously now. You can follow the Twitter account, Pitch and Run NYC. And we'll have people from all walks of life, like pitching us, folks will fly in. We don't run very fast, but I think those are some of the most memorable pitches as of lately, because when you're outside as well, you're not kind of confined to this four-wall conference room. Conversations kind of go all over the place. And so we've had some very interesting conversations on this run. It's kind of like that hot sauce YouTube show, you know what I'm talking about? Where this guy has guests on, oftentimes celebrities, and they basically eat, I think it's called hot wings.
Oh, yes.
And they basically eat hotter and hotter wings, and they get, the more you're sweating, the crazier shit you say. And that's basically Pitch and Run. After mile 5, people are like, I'm just kidding. I don't have a co-founder. I was lying about my GMV, and just make it stop. So I won't give too many more details, but that's happened a lot. And those are very interesting pitches.
On today's special segment, we have TX Zhuo of Fika Ventures. TX, what's the strangest, most unusual, or most memorable startup pitch you've received?
Yeah, this is a fun one. This goes all the way back to 2013, so maybe less relevant in today's world. I had a founder who just called me on my office line. It's funny. We used to have landlines back in the day. And he pitched me a teleportation startup. So he said he had a novel, one-of-a-kind teleportation device that he could teleport to anywhere in the world. So what I told him is that if you can teleport to my office right now, I'll write you the check. And obviously that
was it called Zoom?
It was called Zoom. No, it wasn't, but that was the most fun I've had in a pitch, just because I think it was hilarious, and he was so serious about it. Obviously, the technology didn't exist, but that was pretty memorable till today.
So the demo didn't work out so well.
Didn't work out so well. Yeah, I think he had product market fit, but he just couldn't deliver product.
I just have to mention this. This is your interview, but I had a similar one where a founder had a device that went on your head and allowed you to use telekinesis. You could move objects around by using this device on your head and just thinking, oh, I want this glass to move across the room. Mm-hmm. And yeah, demo just didn't work. That will conclude this installment of Investor Stories. If you're enjoying the program and would like to see it continue, take a moment and leave a 5-star review in iTunes. Okay, that will wrap things up for today. Until next time, over-prepare, choose carefully, and invest confidently. Thanks for joining me.